Welcome, 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 welcome. I know I'm a little bit behind, y'all. Please excuse the eye. Before we start, let me tell you, no, no. No, I am not in an abusive situation. No, my boyfriend does not hit on me. No, my kids did not beat me up. No, I did not lose a fight. Well, I did lose a fight with the eyelash. Okay. So I will say the person that did my eyelashes will not be doing my eyelashes ever again. Okay. Um but yeah, that's part of the reason why my eyes like this. Um is actually getting worse. So I will be getting it seen about soon. Um, with that being said, welcome, y'all. Um, hold on, give me a second. My apologies for the lateness. But with that being said, let's start this off with the ASMR, and then we can talk about everything else, right? So I rebuke, cancel, and denounce. I cleanse, renew, and protect. I ask that the universal power of the sun, earth, and all the seasons bless me and those in my energy. I ask for guidance, truth, elimination, and clarity, strength, also the courage to make changes to the things I need to. With that being said, I ask for you to, you could please feel free to, excuse me, meditate, manifest, or just plain and simple, inhale, exhale as you hear the positive vibration, vibrational sounds. All right, hold on. Shay. All right, let's get it. So this is therapeutic conversations. Okay, this is not a regular all signs reading. This is therapeutic conversations. Um, And today's topic is emotional abuse along with the sacral chakra. Now, I will be going over the emotional abuse part first, dipping into that. Um, Mom, can I use the bathroom taking ours? Yeah, dipping into that, we're going to identify, detect, well, how to detect emotional abuse first. How to detect emotional abuse. All right, so as I'm telling y'all how to detect, as I'm telling you how to identify, I will be um giving y'all little side stories about how I identified, how I was able to detect and heal through and overcome emotional abuse as well. Okay, so it's not just me telling you about this and that. It's me telling you, like actually telling you, from a personal point of view, a personal perspective, my ordeal with emotional abuse as well. Okay, so the name calling. All right, the name calling. You already know. Sometimes it starts as early as grade school. Okay, like you got little kids picking on you. They feel like you look like this or you dress like that. Nowadays, I notice the kids don't do that to each other, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I guess 80s babies, 90s babies, early 2000s babies may have or may not have went through that, may have or may not have witnessed people going through that. Okay, so name calling, attempting to make you question your own memory or your own sanity, otherwise known as gaslighting. Okay, like I don't know, but if some of y'all done dated narcissists before, narcissistic people, they make you questioning yourself. Sometimes they make you think you the crazy one. Like, okay, I know, I didn't. I know I heard you say that, or I know I seen you do that, but you trying to tell me otherwise. Gaslighting. Okay, so invading your privacy. Okay, if you ever had somebody go through your phone, go through your shit, your pocketbook, go through the, invade privacy, emotional abuse, extreme attention seeker seeking behavior. Excuse me, like do things to the extreme. Go to the extreme with shit. Take the shit to the extreme. Like, um, I had a past person uh cry every time they hurt me. They would cry every time they hurt me. Like if they did something, they said something to hurt me, or they physically hurt me, then that person would cry and make me do two things: make me question my sanity, like am I the crazy one? Am I the abusive one? Or and make me try to make me feel bad, try to make me double back on how I felt about that person. So, um, that is a real big red flag right there. Lack of empathy. Emotional withdrawal is emotional abuse as well. Like if you, this is platonic or romantic. Okay, if you're expressing how you feel. Maybe you happy about getting a job, or maybe you happy about some type of achievement. But then you got this friend over here that says he or she is your friend, but they really don't care. They really acting like they don't give a damn about what you just said, what you just achieved. Like, oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, such and such got that going on, or they'll say they'll shout out somebody else's achievement that's bigger than your achievement, or they'll put themselves in a bigger, more goal oriented picture than you. Try to make you feel bad about your achievement, or feel like your achievement is smaller than theirs. That's jealousy. That's a red flag. Okay, that's emotional abuse. That's a friend. That's not a friend. That's a foe. Okay, that's not a friend. That's a foe. Same thing with the family members. Lack of empathy. Like, oh, I don't care what he or she got going on. I don't care about them. Sometimes you get mothers that are emotionally withdrawn from their children, or you get fathers that are emotionally withdrawn from their children. They have picks. They have their picks. Like, oh, I like this child better, so I'm going to abandon the other children. Or I like this child better, so I'm going to abandon the other child. Like, you got situations like that, too. Um, and objectifying, always making you the bad guy, always correcting you, always feeling like you're the problem. I don't have a problem. It's yeah. So that's emotional abuse as well, and people that don't want you to be around. I know some of y'all probably done been involved with lovers that try to isolate you from your friends, your family, all your support system. That's emotional abuse. That's how to detect. Okay, those are some of the key pointers on how to detect. Um, I want you to remember that it is whatever you're going through with when involving emotional abuse. This is not all your fault. This is not all your fault. If anything, you just need to, you just need to get away from the situation or anything. But we're gonna talk about all that. Okay, so Let's get right. Let's get right. We trying to get right. Okay, how to identify. How to identify? Let's get it. So, how to identify when I want to say this, when you do identify it and you keep witnessing it happening, you want to start working on your you want to start working on the exit plan. Yeah, because I you don't want to stay in that. You don't want to stay, because if they're emotionally abusing, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some type of other kind of abuse too. It's gonna lead to physical if it's not already. It's going to lead to verbal if it's not already. And 9 times out of 10, if it's emotional, it's verbal, because emotional and verbal abuse go hand in hand, especially with the name calling. So you definitely want to make a exit plan. After you make an exit plan, you need to see if you can, get some type of therapy or something. Dealing with that, a shoulder to lean on, somebody that you really, really trust that would really give you a real, true, and genuine helping hand. Um, you want to establish some type of boundaries while you in this situation. Okay, you want to establish boundaries, you want to set boundaries. Yeah, now I'm gonna tell you with this, setting boundaries with a abuser is not easy. But it can be. But this is where you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be strong when you setting your boundaries. You're going to have. This is that, say what you mean and mean what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't bow down. Okay, do not bow down. Period. Um, with that being said, stop going places with them. Stop going places with them. You got something else to do. I don't care if you don't have nothing else to do. You got something better to do today. Yeah. And find you something to do. Positive. That's more positive. Okay? Don't, mm-mm. You don't need to be around this abuser, this emotionally abusive person, period. Um, you need to recognize and identify that you can't change nobody that don't want to be changed, because when we in emotional abusive situations, we tend to want to give that abuser credit, like, oh, this happened in their family, they going through this, that's why they acted like that, because they, oh no, stop giving them credit, because the more credit you give, the more you sink deep into what they want you to sink. That's their gaslighting part. That's their gaslighting. I talked about earlier, remember? That's their gaslighting. Okay, because some of them will tell you their background story just so you can feel some type of empathy for them, so they could gaslight you into staying and feeling like nobody cares about you. And then, boom, they're back acting like the very same people that you told them that don't give a damn about you. It's a pattern, people. So please, please, please identify, if not first, second, third, that you cannot fix this person. They got to be openly, willingly ready to fix their self. 9 times out of 10, that is not with you. Stop blaming yourself, okay? Stop blaming yourself. Stop saying, oh man, if I hadn't made that, stopped at that red light, it's not your fault. I don't care how y'all met. It is not y'all fault that this person has a mental issue. That's a them problem, not a you problem. Okay? Um, you want to work on getting, if you don't have support, you guys, you want to work on getting a support system, a support network. Hell, I'll be your support. Okay? Hey, Hello, somebody. Okay. If you don't have a support system, email me. We'll work on it. Okay. I'm offering my support. Um, with anybody that's dealing with that for real. Um, we're gonna talk about how to heal and cope through that right now. I'm trying to figure out why my computer doing weird stuff. Okay. Okay. And I told you one thing, and that's seek therapy, counseling, um, from a qualified person, um, or just seek. Some people seek therapy from qualified people. Some people seek therapy from who they genuinely, can trust or whatnot. Seek therapy, okay? Period, point blank. From somebody who can actually genuinely help you through your trauma and rebuild your sense of self. Work on self healing. Um, seek. Also, you can. It's good to seek support from people with experience, and maybe they've been through some stuff, and it can really help you get through it. It's good to seek support in that too. It's also good to practice self-care, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotional, and really learning what you need on those bases, on all those levels right there, and engage in some activities that make you happy and relax, whether that's like a day at the spa, or playing some type of sport, or traveling, I don't know, but cleaning, for me. But whatever, helps you get your day started on a positive level. This is a tough one, but it can be done with identifying the triggers, the do's and the don'ts. Like, if someone you love said something, but they was unaware of what they said, they was unaware of how it triggered you. Letting them know in a responsible way, in a non violent way, would be good. You don't got to yell at a person to say, "Hey, um, what you said, so and so and so, or blase blase, that was a trigger point for me." Sometimes that's hard for people to admit, but you gotta self identify